was a searchlight, a very powerful one, that had a telegraph key attached to it, so you could send it on and off and send a code to somebody on the other side of the lake. We never found, we never used it that way, but we never found who on the other side had a corresponding light for us. But as kids, we used it to beam him up on a car that we would be moving along the two-lane road, which was 395, and cars would seldom come by, but once in a while we could find a car and we'd follow it along. Well, 5 minutes later, there was a knock on our door, and it was a highway patrol. He was seething mad and saying, "You've blinded drivers on the road, and you've got to stop that." And naturally, my father was chagrined enough to come out and cut the cord, and we got a shaking finger at us for having not thought through what we were doing to motorists, which kids don't think, But it sure has changed. There was a house down here where all the road freeway goes now. It was much older than this, so it must have been built sometime in 1920 or 1910. It was a wooden structure, a very nice house with a porch all the way around it, so that you could be cool. Keeping cool before air conditioning was a strategy that many people tried different approaches. Had a lot of big trees around it, and in that house lived our caretaker for probably 15 years. His name was Al Yorba, of the Yorba family, of which Yorba Linda. But this is an old Spanish land grantee, and he grew up with agriculture and knew how to take care of animals, and so he helped us raise cows, sheep, chickens, turkeys, pigs. We had 20 hogs one year, which I loved. The hogs got loose once and came from the barn area up here to the house and started looking through all our garden. Really made a mess. And then they ran back. And where they ran, grass never grew again. It's like Attila's, the Huns' horses. Their little sharp feet. So we had a pig path that we could follow, and it was the best path to use because it was the one of least resistance. We had lots of paths. I have a path that would go back and forth, zigzag down, and we would get up early in the morning and go out rabbit hunting. This was a different era. We had lots of areas on the ranch that we were using for dry farming in order to provide food for the cattle and the sheep that we had, particularly the sheep.